All right, welcome back to the Drake's Top 100 list. I'm Bryan.
I am Karla.
And today we're taking a look at number 81 through 90, round 2. I'll tell you what, do you want to go first or you want me to go first? All right, good.
My number 90 is charades. We're playing charades.
Blah, blah.
Alright, my number 90 is a hidden movement game called Fury of Dracula.
Fury of Dracula.
I do enjoy games where you are trying to find the person who is hiding, in this case Dracula, or you get to be Dracula. That's kind of fun.
I don't know why he's so angry, furious all the time.
He's probably really hungry.
Probably so.
Thirsty, whatever it is.
It's like drinking a smoothie, right? It kind of fills you up and makes you not as thirsty, I guess.
I guess.
Blood smoothies. Number 90 for me is Memoir 44. This is a classic, but it comes from the Commands and Colors system where you have 3 columns on the board. Depending on where you play your card or which card you play, you can move certain troops, and it's a one-on-one. Although you can play 8-on-8 with an Overlord expansion. It's a one-on-one fighting game in World War II. It just looks great. It looks like you're playing with little army soldiers, army men. So I really enjoy Memoir 44.
My number 89 is a polyomino game called Fit to Print.
Ooh.
It's pretty fun. You have to time this
And fit it. To print it.
To print it.
Yeah.
I see what you did. But anyway, you have a newspaper you are trying to fill up with different articles, and based on what they are, they go side by side, or they have to go in different spots, and you score based on being better than him.
It's not hard to do.
Actually, I've never won, but it's fun.
It is a great game. Yeah, Fit to Print's really. We actually just picked this up not too terribly long ago. My number 89 is Jerusalem. It's got a year behind it, or maybe it's Anno Domini. Anyway, you know the game I'm talking about, the one where you're playing in the Passion Week and you're fighting as disciples trying to get closer to Jesus at the Last Supper. That's not the most theologically correct thing, but I assume it means based on their memory. Really great worker placement, got area control, got some resource management, great art. Love the way this game looks, and obviously just fun for me. So Jerusalem, whatever the suffix is, it's right there, Anno Domini.
I have not played that or the one you said before that. Alright, my number 88 involves railroads and rivals, and sometimes we're rivals and sometimes we play railroad games. Actually often, because I really like the theme of train games. I do like this one because there's a little stock manipulation and our city's in it, and our city doesn't make a lot of games. But it's just fun. Good fun.
Yeah. Railroad Rivals is great. Yeah, I think this was on my list last time. It didn't make the cut, although it probably was very close. I love this game too. It's just really, really fun. Takes the cube pushing train games and simplifies it down distilled to Glenn Drover style. So good choice. My number 88 is Trails of Tucana. Great game. Best flipping right in my opinion. Such a good game. You're flipping up 2 cards. Or a card, and you're 2 cards, and you're drawing.
So you flip up 2 land types, and you have to connect those 2 on your board.
There's a lot of bonuses. There's a lot of special things where if you go coast to coast, or you hit this double sets of A, it's just a great example of how flipping rights can be fun and actually kind of feel thematic. There are some that do it better than other ones. This is just a great, solid game.
Fantastic game.
Fantastic game. So that's my number 88, Trails of Tucana.
Alright, my number 87 is...
Yeah, I was born.
Alright, my number 87 is another polyomino game. It is Barren Park, and it involves animals. I also like animals, so it works, but we're making a park to contain our bears, I guess?
In a loving way.
Or are we making a park for bears to have fun in?
Yes, they're going to ride the rides at the park, I think is what happens, and they watch people in cages.
The art's cute, the animals are cute, the game is easy.
PWH doing his thing.
He is, doing a great job.
My number 87 is Trekking Through History. I really enjoy this game.
So you would say I was.
You were correct, I believe is the right way to say that. Trekking Through History, really fun game. You are stacking those cards in sequential order, but you may have to skip way ahead based on what's out there. I really love this. The art's great. It's my favorite of the trekking games, even though it is the most simple of the 3. Trekking Through History. Not time.
Alright, my number 86 is Wayfarers of the South Tigris. I love all the games in this series. They're beautiful, they're thematic, and they all kind of go together, and it's just kind of fun. You have different things going on. There's different ways you could win. It's kind of a sandbox.
It's got a lot of options. Yeah, you can get points in multiple ways. And like she said...
Would you say that's a sandbox?
Sandbox-ish, yeah.
Ish. I would say that if you...
Point salad-y. Not that one.
But not that one, but I bet we see that one.
Probably. Yeah, it's just great. All of the games in the either West Kingdom was my least favorite of all of them, but then North Sea and South Tigers, just all great. So I really, really love these games as well. My number 86 has not been said yet. It is Terraforming Mars, the Ares expansion. This is the card game, as we like to call it, Terraforming Mars card game. Don't say it like that, but that's what it is.
I don't think anybody's ever said that.
Hey, y'all want to play Terraforming Mars card game? Anyway, if you really want some entertainment, go watch my earliest review here on the Dice Tower of Terraforming Mars from 8 years ago.
No, if you want to be the opposite of entertained.
Yeah, the thing is, I still get comments weekly about how bad that video was, and I'm like, but you're talking to me 8 years ago, not me now. But whatever.
And I've asked. I said, why don't you take it down then?
I like the heat.
He does.
I'm a heel. This one is just great. Honestly, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you hand me both of these to play, which one am I going to pick? I'm going to pick Ares Expedition over the original. But I think I forgot to put Terraforming Mars on my actual list, so I'm going to go ahead and slot it in here as a placeholder too, because I do really like it a lot, and it would be right about here as well with the same numbers as Terraforming Mars, but not the dice game. That one's terrible.
My number 85 is a lighter game, a little fun that I can play with anybody. It is not just Splendor, it is Marvel Splendor.
Splendiferous.
And it's just like regular Splendor, you bid on cards and you get things and you can get the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, the Infinity Gauntlet. I love that too, because you're getting the different gems of the gauntlet and just really fun. In fact, you can't get the one stone without the Soul Stone, I think it is, or one of them.
And everything's more fun when you slap a Marvel theme on it.
It's true. It's true. Including a game that's way higher up on my list that you'll see in a little bit. So my number 85 is a crossover from last week as well. This is Death Eater Rising. She's right. This is just great. If you liked Elder Sign, which was always a great game in the Eldritch Horror universe, Arkham Horror universe, this is basically you're doing the same thing. You're rolling dice, placing them out there, trying to get better heroes to help you, trying to beat enemies and beat Voldemort. Death Eater Rising, fantastic game. The whole system's great.
My number 84 is another animal game. It's basically Lion King, Pride Rock the game. It is called
YMCA.
I don't know which way it's going on the camera. I don't know. Alright, it is called Wild Serengeti. And in it, you are placing out actual little animal meeple, and they're adorable. And you are trying to get points based on where said animals go and groupings of animals. It's just a good time.
And it's got that Pride Rock, which looks awesome. It's gorgeous looking little meeples. Animeeples, sorry. Don't get me started on the correct terminology.
What is the correct term? I just call them animal meeple.
Well, if you leave a long enough gap, they're like, actually, it's animal meeple. And I'm like, I don't care. Because
I'm sure somebody's going to tell me.
Did you buy me the game? I can call it what I want to. Honey pots and scythes is what they're called, not food baskets of grain.
All right.
Sorry.
Somebody's going on a tangent.
It's up anger here. I'm just kidding. That is a good choice. Wild Serengeti's great. I did not make my list, but I don't think because I don't like it. I think when I was making the list, I tried to look through everything I played in the last few years, and somehow this one slipped through my fingers, but really, really great game. My number 84 is a legacy game that we played through in 4 settings. By that I mean 1 game of 2, 1 game of 2, and then the rest of them in a certain amount of time. That is Charterstone. Charterstone is charming, it's adorable, the mechanics of the base game are great, plus the legacy stuff. It just really, really, really has been a great game from Stonemaier Games. The app, not so great, I don't believe. Maybe it's Viticulture doesn't have a great app. Either way.
Does Charterstone have?
Charterstone's got an app, but I can't. One of them I don't like, and either way, the Brago game by itself. If you can find a copy of Charterstone right now, and you've got a game group that you know you're going to play through the whole with, it's so enjoyable. It really is. So Charterstone, my number 84.
That's ironic because guess what my number 83 is?
Oh, snap, I didn't even know that. It's literally looking at me and I didn't read that.
My number 83 is Charterstone. It is kind of funny that you ended up on the same level as me on that. I do love legacy games. This is one of the earlier ones.
It's the first one on our list. Oh, you mean that you played? Yeah.
I think so.
There's one more that you played before it. But
what?
Well, I don't tell you because it's up on my list.
We just had a conference. It is not the first legacy game I played, though I think that's debatable.
If you tear up the components to any game, it can be a legacy game. There's just not a lot built for it like that.
Most games are better as a legacy game. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've ever played Charterstone as not a legacy game. Like, once I finished the campaign, I was done.
Yeah, because it was one of those things where I wanted to know what was in the campaign as opposed to we just played this 13 times straight through. I don't really want to play it again right now. And we haven't since, but doesn't mean I
And
wouldn't.
that was years ago. But
Yeah.
it was still fun and it was still a memorable experience.
I would go back there and play this whole campaign again, actually, because I really enjoyed it.
So we have a different game group now.
That's true.
So.
Very true. So that was your 83. My number 83 is I Feel Stupid, the game. I tell Joe that all the time because it is a message from the stars. And oh my gosh. Imagine playing Arrival by Amy Adams from Amy Adams. That's what you're doing. The aliens are talking to you. You're talking to the aliens. You're trying to translate what they're saying based on a logical formula. They're trying to figure out what you're saying based on said logical formula. And then hopefully you'll answer all the correct questions and know the clues at the end of it. And then also decode what the actual formula is.
And my brain just doesn't work well enough for this game. I don't know why. I'm just not logical.
I would recommend if you want to play this game and you feel overwhelmed by playing as the scientist, play as the alien first. It is easier and you will start picking up how they're picking up things as you're playing the alien. So that's my recommendation. So
I'll play it and I'll play it again. I don't know how much help I'm going to be.
Right.
Okay. All right, that brings us to number 82. Number 82 is another fun game to set up and relearn every time I play, but I really enjoy it. It is Agra.
Yes.
It's a beautiful game. It's lots of different ways to win.
Mm-hmm. There's spices, there's curry. Also, it has little tokens cut. Yeah, but it's got to cut at like a 30-degree angle, so if you're not facing it the right way, they'll fall off, but it looks great on the thing. Yeah, the 3D board for the Maharaja? The Maharaja board, yeah.
Yes.
Really great looking game. Michael Menzel art too, so anytime, I'm a sucker for that. I don't think this one made my list, but it could have been like 110, 120. It's just a gorgeous game as well.
It's fun.
My number 82 is a game I don't believe I've ever won. That would be Seven Wonders Duel, soon to be replaced and probably higher on the list with the Middle Earth one.
Which we haven't played yet, but I guarantee you it's going to go like to the top of my list because Lord of the Rings makes everything better.
I think I like playing Seven Wonders Duel better than playing Seven Wonders, and it has nothing to do with the player count. I think I just like the way the mechanics work in Duel better, even though they're very similar. So my number 82, Seven Wonders Duel.
Okay, that brings us to number 81. My number 81 is the giant box that takes up the entire Kallax shelf. It is Foundations of Rome.
Boom!
And we have the deluxe version, so we've got the giant, beautiful pieces that looks like you're actually building actual Rome.
And they're sun dropped, so it's got that great wash on them. So it just looks amazing.
And it's an easy game to learn. It's an easy game to teach. We've played it with heavy gamers and non-gamers, and it's just fun.
Easy to set up, too. You literally hand in the tray.
Yes, so...
Oh, we played Foundations of Metropolis too recently. That was good, but there's something missing from it by not having the giant tray and those beautiful pieces. Why would you want to build
Metropolis when you could build Rome? Hello.
It's true. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Metropolis might have been.
It's true. We don't know that.
It's like these neighborhoods that just pop up really fast now.
There's one like right there. There's like 50 houses in it overnight. How did that happen?
I don't know. Let's ask the Romans.
Romulus, can I get you on the phone for a question? Number 81 for me is Monolith with a Y. Because Monolith has to be different like that.
Spelled it with an I over here.
And I looked at the box like, dang it. But Monolith with a Y is a great spatial building game. You're building a cube, essentially. Not necessarily a cube, it will be a cube by the end of it. But you're building this monolith of stones to try to earn points. And the way you get them is by moving up the board rondelle style a certain amount of things. And then you build them in your area. And you'll get points based on how they look from this direction, how they look from that direction, all sorts of stuff. Just a really cool looking game. That is Monolith, my number 81.
All right, that was number 81 through 90. You will see our next set next time.
See y'all. She closed it perfectly. So.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another video from the Dice Tower. Hey, you want to learn more about us, communicate with us? We have a Facebook group, we have a Discord channel, lots of different ways to get involved with the Dice Tower. You can find that in our Linktree link below. So just click that, it will take you and you can communicate with us on Facebook, join our Facebook groups. There's lots of cool things that you can find and become part of the Dice Tower. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Vassell.